Hey there, guys. How you doing? It's Sunday. Just wanted to throw a little video together. I got like 4 different hauls, I guess, to show off. Um, Yesterday, I popped by the shop for a little bit. It wasn't really working, and it was kind of cool because Lords of the Long Box, Tim, was there. He's frequent at the store. He's a cool guy. I like shooting the breeze with him. Came in with a couple guys, and they were chatty. Right after they left, Robert Kirkman and Rob Liefeld came in, and then at the same time, like this buy of stuff came in, which is all this Star Wars stuff I'm going to show, and then another buy came in, which was like the 7th part of that original purchase where I got the Hulk 181 and the giant size X-Men and stuff like that, and then some of my graded stuff was at the store waiting for me that came back, which actually has like the Hulk 181 from the first part of the spy, and then a little bit more. So let me just kind of, without further ado, kind of bust out through this. So I'm going to showcase off these Star Wars books that were in this box. There's about 100 of them, and it has a fair amount of variants. So if it's something that you're looking into, you get an opportunity to see those. So Darth Vader is one of the ongoing Star Wars series. This is number 1, regular cover. It is number 1, the Scotty Young variant. There's 2 more Scotty Young variants that connect to either side that make the full image. Here's a Scott Campbell variant to Vader, number 1. Alex Ross variant to Vader. Another variant. I think this is Howard Chaykin. This is a photo cover. And the blank. And there was a Dynamic Forces on there. It might be Greg Land, I'm not sure. Oh, look, it even comes with a little doohickey. Now, these are the ones I like, these action figure ones. It just brings me back to my childhood. So there's the Vader action figure cover. Marvel has some upcoming covers that looks like Marvel Legends figures, so I'm kind of excited about those too. We're still on just number 1 Vader here. Okay, number 2 Vader. Some variants. And I'm not super familiar with the ratioing on these variants. Like if it's 1 for 50, 1 for 100, 1 for 10, but I figured I'd just show them off there. Number 3, this one I remember having a little bit of hype. It's the first appearance of this character here and these 2 robots. Number 3 variant. Number 4. Another number 4. 5. The general consensus I've gotten from these Star Wars comics is, a lot of people I think buy Star Wars books because they're kind of pot committed. They've just been collecting Star Wars so long, they get Star Wars. But then, as a surprise to them, I think these are actually well written. People seem to be enjoying this series. There's 8. Alright, so let me move Vader out of the way. Go through Lando. I think it's only issue 1. Got the Scotty Young cover. This one does not connect with the other one that I showed you. The 3 connecting ones are Leia, Vader, and Star Wars, the first release issues. There's a Lando action figure. Black and white. Blank. Photo. Ross. Oh, 2 Ross, same book. The one thing, pro or con, like this is Kanan, that if you're into these, like they do have a ton of covers, which could either be something positive that you enjoy, collecting multiple covers for it, or having the opportunity to select the cover you want, or a con that you feel obligated to buy a gazillion covers of Star Wars. It can be a slippery slope. So these ones are all for Kanan. This is written by Greg Wiseman, who did Young Justice, did Gargoyles. He's kind of a popular writer out there, so it's I've got friends that swear by this book. I think it's very well written. Alright. Let's go through the Leias real quick. We'll get to the other stuff. Leia 1. These are all Terry Dotson interiors, so that's pretty cool. He's the guy that's doing the book Red 1. He's kind of looks similar to Adam Hughes' artwork. Guess I should be paying attention to what I'm doing there. Another Greg Land cover. He's the one that has the Edge of Spider-Verse variant that's sought after. The first appearance of Spider-Gwen is the one who's got the cover too. Alright, so Star Wars puts out a ongoing series, and it puts out a 5-issue limited series for, so it has 3 titles running, 4 titles, count the Kanan at all times. Then it started with the limited Leia series, then goes through the Lando, then it'll be a Chewbacca, so forth and so forth. Alright, so here's Star Wars 1. There is a 6-print version that looks just like number 1. They accidentally stuck this cover on the outside of it, so that's kind of a cool book. The Luke figure variant. Some of these early action figure ones are a little difficult to get. The 3rd print where they just starts changing the colors. It's the Alex Ross one. I was going to actually grab this real quick. This, there's the original Howard Chaykin Star Wars number 1 cover, and then there's that Alex Ross, giving you his rendition of that same cover. Yeah, sorry guys, I just cannot get this to be focusing any farther away. So. More ones. This is the rabbit character from the original Marvel series, so kind of making a play on that. Luke cover. This cover's done solely with action figures. And this one is something from a place called Newberry Comics. It's got Greedo. Number 2. Number 2. This, out of all the action figure variants, is like the hardest one to get. It's like a $60 to $80 book on eBay, kicking around that range. And I think just orders dropped a little bit by part 1 from part 2, and then picked back up when people saw that the book was still selling consistently. There's a Howard Chaykin Vader, Sergio Agonis. Number 3, the Ben Kenobi figure. Number 4, the Chewbacca figure. R2-D2. Like I said, I think these are pretty cool. .3PO. And the Stormtrooper, which I think is the most current. No, there's a Tusken Raider that's out there too. Okay. Anyway, so that's that box of Star Wars stuff. I just kind of wanted to go through it because I thought it was cool that it had all those covers. Then I'll show, this is the stuff I got back graded recently, and I don't know if you've watched Spidey Fan's new video where he gets the Hulk 181. Congratulations, Spidey Fan. I think that's great. I am a firm advocate of upselling to get what you want in your collection. Like some of this stuff here I did exactly the same with, and will continue to do the same with stuff as I get things back in. I kind of have a goal of getting a Showcase 4 and a Showcase 22, first Flash, first Green Lantern, and like some of these books will be my stepping stones to get to that. So anyway, here's a Star Wars 1. This one came back 9.4. These are CBCS that I use to grade these. There's another Star Wars 1, also a 9.4. And a Star Wars 1 again. This one's a 9.6. These 3 Star Wars books were all from that original buy that I posted on YouTube, where I said, like, YouTube's largest collection. You know, it was part of that garage find of stuff. The Hulk 181 that I got back from grading here, not as nice as Lightning's. It's a 5. That's Lightning, you want to, I'm sorry, not Lightning's. Man, spacing out. As Spidey fans. So if a Spidey fan you want to trade, you know, if you feel like you want a lesser copy, no problem, I'll hook you up right here. Yeah, I got a giant size X-Men back. I still don't have the ones back from the original buy. This was from the same batch as the Hulk 181. It came back a 6.5. This comic here is when I got that house that had all the statues and the superhero glasses and the action figures, and I bought a few boxes of stuff there. This one, first Batgirl, first Harlequin, came back a 9.2. This one I bought off someone, and I paid like $250 for it, and it had some dings and stuff. I just didn't have it at the time, so I wanted it. This one came back at 8.5. Got a couple New Mutants 98s back. Both of them are 9.6s. So I was happy just to get some stuff back in the mail. Like, a lot of my things have been out in the void, the grading void, for a long time. But anyway, from the same lady who brought in the Hulk 181 and the showcases and stuff in the original batch a while ago, she brought in another little pile of stuff. You know, she's basically cleaning out her attic, bringing in things every week or two. I just thought this was worth a share because it's just an old issue. It's World's Finest, 84. It's beat up, but it's just a 10-cent World Finest. Thought it was a neat cover. Same thing with this one. This one's number 93. And this one is 103. Superman, number 131. I actually thought there was some tape or something on her face. I was trying to remove this with my fingernail, and up here it says, you know, guess who Superman's wife is, basically. And I felt stupid after that, but whatever. A Bizarro cover, number 140. Some elemental characters fighting him, 145. Again, just showing these, not any particular significance, just because they're, you know, 10-cent old Supermans and make them cool. In honor of Lords of the Long Box, I figured I'd show these off there too, like some Wonder Woman bondage covers. It's number 205. He showed this off when he gave an actual. If you haven't watched it, you should go to his channel and check it out. He does a really great backstory on Wonder Woman's history, very informative. I thought it was super enjoyable. So anyway, here's a 205. Here's a Wonder Woman I just thought was cool because this is like the old Mego doll style Catwoman. It's a 201 where Wonder Woman's sword fighting Catwoman on the cover in her Diana Prince type outfit. I thought that was good. I've had this in other videos before, but I clumped it in here because of the bondage cover references. So there's that. There was a Daredevil 115. It's pretty clean. This had like some limelight hype a while back, you know, having that Hulk 181 ad in it. Another Wonder Woman. I just like covers where they have their hands on their head like that, and they're just like, I can't do it. So there she is. I can't join the Justice League. Never. There's a couple Wonder Womans I'm trying to get that Captain Cummings had in one of his videos that had very like old school, like creepy, eerie type covers. This is actually a second part of one of those where, you know, this person's ugly, so she's anti Wonder Woman's beauty. So I put it there for that reason, and again, the bondage cover. But I don't particularly care for this one. The art's poor on it. I do want to get the other two books still for my personal collection that were shown in his video. This was in that buy. I think this is good shape. Sought after. It's the first Black Adam. It's Shazam 28. I don't remember what the significance of this book is, but I remember it as like a little bit of desirability. Anyway, it's got the Spectre getting hit in the head with the Earth. So, man, not bad shape. Punisher cover of Captain America, number 241. It is a Frank Miller cover. I've always liked this one. I actually had a really clean JCPenney's reprint of it that I thought was kind of neat because it was just super vibrant. So, kind of a cool book. Daredevil 111 for Silver Samurai. I was happy to get this. It's cleaner. I have a couple copies of this, but this is probably the best one. This is Daredevil 131, First Bullseye. And then it's another book I already have, and this one's Beat to High Heaven, but I've got a friend who's a huge Aquaman fan, so I'm happy to have the opportunity just to give him this and put it into his collection. You know, it's like, and sometimes when you don't have the perfect grade, it's nice to have a filler book just to own. Until then, this is the first like Silver Age appearance of Aquaman and his origin. So neat. It does have a big bloop there, but you know, whatever. So that was a second haul of stuff from another person. Right then, I had a gentleman come in. I'm going to grab the camera here. Who buys storage units, and he came to me with a tote of comics that I transferred in these boxes here, right? And this box of Transformers, which I'll go through and sort out all these guys later. I'm really into the old school Transformers, and he actually gave me all these DVDs here too. So I'm trying to establish like an ongoing relationship from this guy, because who knows what he'll find in these storage units that will pop out. Out of the comics he sold, there was only this little handful of come on. No, maybe? Whatever. Okay. This little handful of stuff that had like desirability. Had Wolverine 2 and a couple 1s. A Transformer 1. I don't know if these had newsstand and non-newsstand variants, but they're... So there's that. This book that has like some kind of implication to the origin of Venom. A couple of these reprints. This one that says not for resale is from the Marvel Legends figures. This one here was the Lionsgate, not for resale exclusive. Still kind of cool. I just like the cover. First appearance of the Punisher reprinted. Had a Punisher 5. It's kind of weird too, like these books, even though they were relatively current, some of them had date codes on them. Civil War 1. The Ultimate Fantastic Four 21, 22, and 23, which is the first appearance of the Marvel Zombies. I've had this book before, but it had a different cover where Reed Richards is like looking in a mirror at himself, so it must have been a second issue or something like that. The first McFarlane on Hulk. A Spider-Man versus Wolverine. X-Men Teen Titans. A Secret Wars 1. A Spider-Man 301. This, I believe, is it's the one that came with the action figure. Normally you don't find it as white. The action figure one's always in better shape than the real 301. 250 Goblin, and there's another Wolverine too. So nothing super exciting in there, but I think there's a lot of potential to have someone who's constantly buying storage units at your side. Anyway, that's it for my show and share. I'm happy to put this on there. I've been watching a lot of great videos, a lot of good finds. People are finding their grails out there, getting the book that they're hoping for in their collection. So congratulations to everyone. Keep making the good videos, and I will talk to you soon. Take good care.